Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Sports Talk Network channel here, and had a live reaction earlier this evening for the main event of Elimination Chamber. Now I'm just doing a separate video here, different video talking college basketball, NCAA. They dropped the top 16 teams, four in each region, obviously. But top 16 teams, they're for March Madness as right now in the midway point. Slowly getting to the road to March Madness, which will be in March, obviously. Later on March, that round. But for those that don't know, I'll read them off here and then talk about it a little bit. Villanova, number one, or overall number one, but we're number one in the East. Number two in the East, Louisville, overall number 7. Third, Kentucky, overall 12th. Fourth in the East region, UCLA, overall 15th seed. Midwest region, Kansas, number 1, overall number 2. Florida State, number 2, overall number 6. 3 is Arizona, overall 9th seed. 4 in the Midwest, Duke, overall 16 seed. South region, number 1, Baylor, overall 3 seed. North Carolina's number 2, overall 5th seed. Florida number 3, overall 11th seed. And 4th being Butler in the South region, overall number 13 seed. And finally in the West region, number 1, Gonzaga, overall number 4 seed. 2, Oregon, overall number 8 seed. Virginia at number 3, overall 10 seed. And finally here, 4th in the West region is West Virginia, ironically, and they're overall 14 seeds. So those are 16 teams, 4 in each of the regions, East, Midwest, South, and West regions there. And surprisingly, not to see Wisconsin. Wisconsin, which the last time I checked in the AP polls and everything, were in the top 16. I think even at one point high as 8th, if I'm not mistaken. And them not being part of the mixture, they're first and only until we get to Selection Sunday. But the first unveiling of the top 16, it's kind of surprising. Now, then again, this is just a throw it out there, let the fans know, have them, being talking points and other things like that. I would be surprised, even though they would never say it. I would be surprised if the committees just decide not to have teams like Wisconsin or others not part of this, just to be talking points, and for the NCAA to be in the news, whether good or bad. As I always say, there's never truly negative press for someone, even if it is negative. Like, there's truly nothing bad press, whether it's positive or negative. That's what I meant to say. And in this case, that is the case always. In March Madness and stuff always sells for what it is. The brackets, whether you do it with friends and family, like I do sometimes, no money involved. Never is, just bragging rights. And some fun, between family that I do each and every year. And I do some on ESPN. And there's a local news station that does March Madness stuff. Again, those are free. But beyond that, I always enjoy it. I always do as many March Madness pools as I can do. I always have my sheet of integrity, as it's called in Mike and Mike on ESPN. They call it their sheet of integrity, their number one bracket they go to. But I do other ones just for the fun of it. Like, I have one called Wisconsin teams. Like, I have the teams from Wisconsin make the Final Four in the championship, even though usually it's only Wisconsin and maybe Wisconsin and Marquette that make the dance. Then they'd be in the finals in the national championship game. But or I do military service academies, making it, since I was in the military myself. Also, I do top seeds, so going chalk, and then lowest seeds, having all 16 teams, the 16 ranked, all 4 of those in the finals. So, Final Four. So, I do fun with that. But I always have my sheet of integrity that I go by above all else, of course. That I always have in my entry for ESPN or my family's or the local TV station, News Channel 7, that I'm part of, their March Madness thing. So they pick them for March Madness. So I just wanted to share that. Obviously, have a video out like that. I know it's usually weird or different for me to do a video this late at night, but welcome to support the channel. Leave a like on this video, share it, check out my other videos, whether you're a wrestling fan or not, whether you're an NFL fan or not. But as long as you're a sports fan, obviously you're more than welcome to be here. Anybody's welcome to be here. I didn't mean to say it that way, but you know my personality. If you watch any of my other videos, I'm a down to earth, respectful, let everybody in sort of thing, unless you give me a reason not to. If you're disrespectful to others or myself, then I might have to block you or something. But I've never had that situation, and I hope to never do. And if people disagree with me on things, that's fine. They can disagree with me as strongly as they want. It makes for a good debate, makes for a respectful debate, and I respect everybody's opinion. That's not a problem. I'm okay with people disliking me or disliking my opinion on something because they feel differently. Okay, that's fine. That's your opinion because you're entitled to one. But obviously there's always that line, and I am a very open, kind, honest person where I share maybe too much about things, but like I do with my podcast behind the scenes. But I also plan to do other videos later this week, or this week, as we're soon into Monday here, Central Time. Actually, we're almost here into Monday Eastern Time. 6 minutes to midnight on the East Coast. That I have some other videos I want to do. I'll be talking about NASCAR and NASCAR and the rule changes. Some NFL news that popping up. I might not do a podcast, but maybe a video about that. Obviously, Steve's Wrestling Ramble on Thursday night, and some other things that I might be popping up talking about. Riverdale TV show, Riverdale. It's been pretty awesome. 3 episodes in. So I want to talk about that. So there's things that will be popping up here on the channel. I want to be more active with videos, and not just have it podcast heavy. Actually, have other things, other content. I mean, I do call this channel Sports Talk Network channel, where I mostly talk sports, but also, as I will be doing, talking TV shows like Riverdale, Gravity Falls in the past, Big Bang Theory, other things, and other shows that I like. But like I said, I just wanted to share this and give the news of the top 16. And I think those that have watched live will be watching archived. So I know music for intro and outro. It's late at night here in my area complex. So like I said, check out all my videos. Follow me on Twitter at WW_podcast, at talking_Packers, at politics_WI, and at army_strong_06. That is my personal Twitter handle, and there is where you'll find out when I go live with videos and everything, because I have it linked my Twitter and that Twitter handle and this YouTube channel. So when I create a video, when I go live, when I am done, whatever, when I post, all that will be on that Twitter handle. At least it should be, for people to be able to check out. So yeah, I'm sorry, just late in the evening and brain trying to slow down a little bit, but have a great rest of your evening. Have a great week ahead, and I'll be here again shortly. I'll do another video on another topic. And as always, take care.